The Arizona Cardinals are ready to kick off Week 2 of the 2023 season, got win number 1 out of the way early.
Murray keeps it himself, sneaks in, touchdown!
Wait, aren't we 10 weeks in? Not in Arizona. They don't change their clocks or something like that. So this is only Week 2 to them. Now they take on the Houston Texans team that's officially arrived.
For the lead, and it is good! It is good! And the Texans have won it!
Okay, Houston, it's been a while, but this is what it's like to be relevant. Remember, other fan bases and the national media start talking about you. They're like, wait, they're going to talk about us? About CJ Stroud? Yes, they are.
Downfield and caught! Schultz! What a throw by Stroud!
Stroud, on the road versus a top 10 pass defense, leads the team to a game-winning field goal, throwing for over 350 yards a week after throwing for 470 and 5 TDs. Guess he's feeling it.
And look at the twirling and escaping Stroud, and somehow he finds his receiver.
And now he takes on one of 2 defenses giving up a triple-digit rating in 2023. The Cardinals, one of the easiest teams to move the ball against this year through the air.
End zone, touchdown!
If you're an Arizona believer, you can point to Week 10, though, versus the Falcons' passing attack. They held him to 4.5 yards per attempt, just 70 yards passing once you account for sack yardage.
Heineke's pass is batted down, broken up. Well done by Marco Wilson.
Maybe their defense is better when Murray plays too. Who knows? Cardinals' secondary was aided by a 3-sack performance from its front. B.J. Ojulari had a 2-bag day. He has 3 over his last 3 games now.
Heineke under pressure. Heineke buried. Ojulari starting to wreak havoc.
Arizona's pass rush isn't that bad, really. They rank high in sack percentage this season. One of the most underrated aspects about Stroud's year, though, his O-line. The pockets he had to work with versus Cincinnati would make Outcast jealous. They were so fresh and so clean. Took 1 sack on 41 dropbacks.
Well, Schultz comes in motion, and he's the one that's going to seal the edge over there. And that's what allows Stroud the time to get all the way across the field and make that accurate throw to Brown.
And the Texans O-line had its best day run blocking. Devin Singletary hit for 150 yards on 5 per run, far and away the best their run game has looked this year.
Pitch out first to go. Singletary is in. A rushing touchdown for Devin Singletary.
Arizona has given up 4.1 a year to running backs this season. They gave up 4.3 and 95 yards to Bijan Robinson Week 10.
Robinson cutting to the outside.
When it clicks for Houston's offense, they are tough to beat. 30-plus points in 4 games this year, 30-plus back-to-back, 4-0 in those contests.
Dell will dance, dive, and score! What a play, Tank Dell!
Cardinals defense appears to be the kind they could go off against. Points per game allowed, yards per game, third down, all on Santa's naughty list.
You should never, ever put a linebacker one-on-one on Cooper Kupp.
Their offensive numbers were Cole-worthy as well, but now we have the Kyler Murray Cardinals to work with. Murray's return from injury, triumphant enough. 249 yards passing, 7.8 yards per attempt.
Murray, quick delivery, completes over the middle. Another Cardinals first down is McBride.
He did have some rust, a 71 rating, no TD passes, and he got picked off.
Slings it, it's intercepted, picked off!
The Houston defense he faces this week just picked off Joe Burrow twice last week.
Oh, it's intercepted! Intercepted in the end zone by Griffin!
They did give up a lot of yards, and maybe they should have given up the game-losing touchdown, but Tyler Boyd gave him an early Christmas gift.
To the end zone! Boyd! Incomplete, he could not reel it in!
Had he held on, their day versus wide receivers would have been worse than it was. Gave up 124 yards to Jamar Chase, 117 to Boyd.
What a catch, Boyd! Off to the races!
Murray did lean on some wideouts to beat Atlanta. Hooked up with wide receiver Rondale Moore for 43 yards, wide receiver Michael Wilson 34 yards, wide receiver Marquise Brown 28 yards, but the guy that blew up for them, a tight end, Trey McBride 131 yards.
Murray puts some air under it, near side of the comebacker, McBride!
Texans pass rush, it's a beast to handle, super high pressure rate, and last week finally came back from shopping with some bags. They don't always do that. 4 sacks full of Burrow. Defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins, a sack trick.
Oh, down goes Burrow! Rankin's putting up one of the best performances of his terrific career.
Arizona's offense, though, didn't just get Murray back. James Conner returned too, a nice 4.6 yard per carry, 73-yard outing. He can be a difference maker.
You look at Conner, puts him in the spin cycle. Conner breaking away.
The Texans gave up 4.2 a run to Joe Mixon, but they are the second hardest team on running backs in 2023, holding them to 3.4 a run.
And gets the football to swarm the Texans. Made sure that run went nowhere.
I guarantee J.J. Watt's X-team wins this week. Book it, Dano. You're welcome. Which one wins is up to you. Place your answer in the comments section. Let's see what the panel of 10 thinks. I bet all of a sudden everyone's going to pick the Texans even though they didn't last week.